This is Point Black. Coming in hard. And off the car. Coming with the flow. Straight from the barrio. And coming with the motherfucking heat. To the motherfucking street. Coming with the facts. To crack their back. This is PBNN Point Black. National News. Late edition. The name national means that we're looking at the world in which we live, so you know how we do. Because if we continue to go down the road, which has already taken place in many ways, the damage that has been done based on an ideology of the overstanding that they're curing. So, now that it's all the millions have been so and so and so far, had a glass of the orange juice. You know what I mean? Because sometimes they like to take your joints down when you say certain words. You know what I'm saying? But now, when we see in the other joint I was talking about going on, when we was talking about, others, but when we look at the racial justice, we see Marjorie Taylor has made a stand. Many others. And now we see the result. You see? Especially in the censorship that went on prior and during the pandemic for the last 2 years. So, we see dictatorship in it somewhere as Marjorie Taylor is making her move to bring that down. You know what I'm saying? And we need to back her up. Any Republican should be on a mission right now to regain the White House. And do not let them sway you from the path. Because if it's a fair election, you know what I'm saying, my ancestors fought to bring that to light. Who's you to try to take it away? You know what I'm saying? So we see dictatorship in its fullness. You know what I mean? In its fullness. Same like the FBI. Binding executive orders through the light on the hate and the wicked Luciferian games they have been playing for years. You see? You see? We ain't playing with them. How you gonna live in a world, my friends? Hear me clear. And I want every black person to really sit down with a Democrat, if you a Democrat especially. You see? How are you going to live in the world and not understand the society or the country or the city or the town in which you live as to what governs over your head that can bring down laws that can affect your life while you busy running with Jesus Christ. Okay. But we need to pay attention to reality, you see? While you paying attention to that high or whatever you on, we paying attention to what's going the hell on. And that's a fact. Don't mess with Point Black, I done told you. You know what I mean? And they've been running that joint for years. You know what I'm saying? So it shows there is more, but it is the same. You see what I'm saying? When you look at plans they have, spying on Americans, now the game begins. Talking about a surveillance system and all this different stuff going on, and the surveillance system works well and all of that good old shit. So you could be up in everybody's house running scared that your time is near. You know what I'm saying? So it's the same. Even with social media and the way they censored a lot of content. But why we ask? All this comes interblown factor wide open. You know what I'm saying? That opened the door as well for things like Black Lives Matter and the garbage in the streets that we saw. We have a lot of people amongst us that is doing things, but don't they talk about, yeah, brother, right on, or some old light skin, you know what I mean? Of they acting like he all this and all that, and he cool and shit, and you know he down, he drinking liquor, smoking and blunt and this and all, and this nigga is a wicked beast just the same because he'll be out there working this garbage when he's called. So don't think that people in the neighborhood and certain gangs and all that and the leaders of those gangs fooling me. Even rappers. I don't care about that. Because if you ain't leading into a more positive and powerful direction of the power, the glory of the black man, and you are black, doesn't make sense to me. So you must be left in the dust. I don't even watch you anymore. Forget your awards. I don't even watch, I don't even understand why people watch that. You know what I'm saying? But that's on them and what they like. But it brought into focus this garbage we saw in the streets. And every single one of it had the name Black Lives Matter. You know what I'm saying? Even Black Queers Matter or whatever. You know what I mean? All types of black. You see what I'm saying? Given the impression, you know what I'm saying, that America was out of control. This was their job. Fear-mongering in the regular people, where grandma, the city so ripped up, grandma couldn't even go get her groceries or walk to the store with her basket and get her little groceries, see her friends and good morning neighbor and so on. They're riding. Okay, we can understand, but not on your accord talking about some Black Lives Matter. But we need the black people itself to stand up for themselves. We don't need you leading nothing. You're a punk. And let's get that straight. You know what I mean? Because you ain't made no real change that I saw. But you caused a lot of confusion, even going all the way to June 6th Capitol riots. So don't talk to me. You need to get yourself together. Get some toilet paper and clean yourself up. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? A part of Biden's crew. Driving the forces of garbage. Biden signs now all these executive orders. They move to what I call a communist America style. You know what I mean? Don't come with the garbage. People are turning up and certain people are losing their life in this fight. I wonder why. We're hearing a lot of foul reports that seems to be going on. You know, we see the demon craft, you know what I'm saying, the demon Democrats have a grip even on the marital race. I see people like the road they travel. As to the last 2 years, believe that. So now we see. So now we see the blame supposed to land on the Republican Party because of Donald Trump. The Republican Party didn't need Trump to ruin it home, bro. You know what I'm saying? Or to drive it home. You know what I'm saying? So they mix up, we see, and we know the groove. Nobody escapes the ride, not even Trump. You dig? So he better have his game and keep the Republican Party on his motherfucking feet. Soldier! Oh, man. Let's get it right. If you want to join the Gullers, you got to stand up. You can't be up in there frothing and shit. Seeing executions that went on in 6 months straight. You know what I mean? Certain things didn't look right, and I still see it. You be pardoning certain dudes and shit in the rap game. You know what I'm saying? And so on, and getting your points. You know what I mean? But nobody escapes Point Black John Sheriff. Point blank. Now they are responsible. Now they're responsible for COVID supposedly, coming in the country 19. So the blame lands on the Republicans. Even when you're dealing with Komoromorasia, you see? But no matter who is to blame, in Point Black's book, do not say much, but a funky ass game. Let's get that straight. But a funky ass game. You know what I'm saying? So Point Black is paying attention to the whole vibe. It ain't gonna be all of that, you see. And some people like to make it just what it is because they're a part of it. So we know that. Right here in the streets of our neighborhood. Could even be your neighbors. You know what I mean? So you need to pay attention. Because who's ever to blame does not say much because they are to blame. They are to blame about it. Careful. Let's be careful here is what I'm saying. Because the demon Democrats are to blame for this shit. And those that have been in the Republican Party doing shit as well. The mercy here. Shake the Republican Party my ancestors stood on. And get it right. Now if Trump ain't doing the right thing, he got to go. If DeSantis ain't doing the right thing and think he gonna come in with some garbage, he got to go. So don't think you voting with DeSantis and I'm lightening up off his head. I'm watching every move he make, as well as the border situation that's going on. And the certain moves he making to make the state this and that and the third. You know what I'm saying? You ain't fooling. Point blank. Nobody escapes the sheriff's wrath. You know what I'm saying? So we're looking at that day, man. We need to be careful here. Because when we look at who was in office when most corruption and wars and garbage went on? World Trade Center, Democrats. Just about every war. Democrats, COVID-19. Democrats every time. You know what I'm saying? We can go on. Even going back to bald-head, bud-nosed Nixon. You know what I'm saying? And on and on and on. About their wicked behavior. You know what I'm saying? So don't come with that garbage because I really don't care too much about people saying, oh, I don't like his channel and I don't like, well, go get your own and start doing something for the world then. You know what I mean? You don't have to be always up on my joint. You know what I'm saying? Go get your own channel and let me see you doing something for the world instead of sitting around just twiddling your thumbs and it's all about you. You know what I'm saying? Because you a single individual. I ain't doing shit for that nigga. You know? There's a type of mentality that's been going on for years. I don't trust that nigga. So what friends do a nigga have? Nigga. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Their wicked behavior. They have proved that for sure. And black people call themselves Democrat. The slave masters, political party. Even when you look at what's that group? The Congressional Black Caucus. They started that off of their slave masters' political party. Following their groove. So no wonder nothing never happened. But they won't stretch your $5 at McDonald's for a sandwich. Or found themselves out of a home standing by 7-Eleven begging a cup of coffee in the winter while the cold burns your soul. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. How you gonna follow their party? You should be straightening out your own party. You know what I'm saying? Or creating a new one. With more strength, more force, more honesty, more they stop being in the back room sucking blood and doing the crap. Signing deals. You know what I'm saying? Joining their political party. A cult, if you ask me. Rather than build your own. Mm-hmm. We follow them rather than rebuild. I'll say it again. The Republican Party, you know what I'm saying, is something black people died for. And anything they died for, we should honor to make sure that we follow their soul, their blood, and bring the spirit of it to life. Didn't they fight to give you love? Mm-hmm. So you forgot and then sit up there talking about Kanye West with his crazy banana boat, fruit bowl, having chocolate, butthead asshole, if you ask me. Talking about slavery was a choice. Well, you should have said that back then when the bullwhip was in your behind. You trying to, we know where you got that from. And why you had to say it. And get it out there. See, you one of them dudes that'll spit it up. You know, I'm wild, Kanye West, you know, didn't know me was doing crazy, and all that. But we know where you got it from. You know, opioids got the, you blamed it on that, but no, it wasn't. Nobody cares about a rapper. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if you go see Donald Trump and wipe his butt yourself. You know what I mean? Wipe his nose or something. We don't trust you. I never trusted you, even when Jay-Z announced you the first time on stage. I was watching. I didn't trust you then, and I don't trust you now. Even Jay-Z himself. So I don't know what trust you're trying to think that you have with black people in the neighborhood that you could come off and say certain things and we supposed to accept it. You know what I'm saying? Because we know where you got it from. But I ain't gonna call no name because I know the puppet master. You know what I'm saying? We need to rebuild our own party. You know? Our people died to uphold that and so on. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You said you are Democrat. You said you're a Democrat. Party driving that. Yeah, you been driving that shit since the time of 1865. You know what I'm saying? All up a nigga book. Since 1865 and probably even way before that. Way before that when it comes to garbage. You know what I'm saying? And never stopped. Even when it came to the Klan and the onslaught on black people. Even the Klan. Even Democrats. Even, you know, crossing over into the Republican Party. Crossing party lines. You see? We know the trick now. Crossing party lines. And look who they are. Like this year, we have what? Marital races. We have all kinds of races going on. And we also have a presidential race coming up in 2024 again. Where's the black candidates? Where the black candidates are supposed to be standing up for the black people? You working with the Congressional Black Caucus Party as well? I smell the word sellout somewhere, but you know what I mean? Uncle Tom, like Malcolm said, and he was right. Malcolm said it, and he was right. Uncle Tom. You know what I'm saying? Even though when you look up the historical facts on Uncle Tom, but we know what we talking about, not the same. Anybody can have the same name. You see it in the phone book, don't you? You know, crossing party lines. You know, this is nothing to me, but it shows a lot. Even change, and the only way to see it, because it's only getting worse. You know, but they say it's getting better. You know, doesn't seem right. Making and giving you the feeling, what we call what we call it, the feel good feeling. The feel good feeling, like they doing something and they really helping you out, but we don't see it. Stimulus checks ain't enough. Stimulus checks is garbage. And for them to even have to give out a stimulus check and was willing to do that shows the scheme and the garbage and the wicked mix that's going on throughout our government. Demon Democrats corrupt our system so bad. So bad. Most won't believe. But continue to put them. We continue to put them, but we continue to put them in power. Does it make sense? Does it make sense? And your vote as well. You know what I mean? Shows that. The others, they are there saying they with you, but behind your back, they vote. So they try to make Demon Democrat acceptable to all black people based on that shit, using these people to convince us into all kind of garbage. And then they started, all the civil rights leaders and all the Congress, all dummies, you know, working for them. You see? You see? Others, they are there because they cross party lines. Even controlling the Republican like puppets. Now we hope, and this statement that I just made, and I'm gonna hold it right here, that doesn't happen, and I'm sure hope that we don't find out the game that they play. That goes for Trump too. Don't think you escape my wrath. You see Anthony Party, the weasel, up there doing all kinds of garbage. He warned, you know what I'm saying? There's many soon to be, you know, and a divided America, unvaccinated and vaccinated. You know, why would we divide ourselves over that? It's a cure. It's supposed to be helping. Why would America be divided? We don't need no more division, anti-party. Do what you do, and people going to check you and see what's going on with you because we already see the garbage with you. Do what you do, but don't say you're going to divide us over something you say supposed to be helping. Is what we're saying. You see? But the sneak trick is already, we see what's going on. So this is point black saying, hold tight, hold right, rah, stay. For the power of the mother, the glory shines upon us all. And I'll say the General Sarah Sultan Seti, you know what I'm saying, says, and I quote, the brethren, the legend, I quote, no man proceeds his mother. And that's a fact. No man, no woman, or no one precedes the mother. You dig? Pharaoh, the mighty young warrior that stands upon the throne and put that fire as he throws that stone. Woo! That boy's fire too, but you know what I'm saying? Glory be to you, brethren. Stay strong, stay tight. And may we lead on the fight as we go. There is no stopping now. So this is PBNN, Point Black National News, saying, stay tuned as I come in with another part or two or three. You know what I'm saying? On PBNN, Point Black National News. The late and the ghetto edition. Peace, my brothers and sisters. May be the glory be your God. One.